On the news tonight, Buhari lauds Hilda Basi on new marathon cooking record. Oshibajo presides over presidential FEC meeting 2 weeks to hand over. Inflation rate rises to 22.22%. NECA kicks against Buhari regime's plot to hike business tariff. Lastly, on sports, Golden Eagle defender set to join Barcelona. Now, the news in detail. The President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired on Monday, said he shares the joy of celebrations as 27-year-old government chef Hilda Basi Efyong, aka Hilda Basi, makes history by breaking the world record of longest hours of cooking and entering into the Guinness Book of Records and placing Nigeria on the global spotlight. The statement is titled, Buhari hails Hilda Basi for placing Nigeria on the global map. The restaurateur began the competition on Thursday after she turned her cooker at 4 p.m. and surpassed the current world record holder on Monday morning. If certified by the Guinness World Record, she will be displacing the current world record holder, Lata Tandon, an Indian chef who achieved a similar feat in 2019, logging 87 hours, 45 minutes record uninterrupted cooking. Basi's cooking marathon is currently ongoing at Amo Gardens in Lekki, Lagos State. The president noted that the antecedent of the restaurant who dazzled at the jollof rice face-off competition in 2021, preparing mouth-watering dishes that won the choice prize and settled an 8-long rivalry with Ghana on which African countries should own the trademark for cooking better jollof rice. Buhari also believes that Basi's drive and ambition have brought more interest and insight into the uniqueness of Nigerian food as another cultural icon. The huge tourism benefits, hoping more young people will follow her in her footsteps. He thanked the sponsors of the Hilda Basi Cook-a-thon, government officials, including Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State, celebrities from the bubbling music and movie industry, and fans of the chef for all the support that has brought glory to the country. The president also wishes Hilda Basi more grace for a prosperous career. To the next story. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo on Monday presided over a special Federal Executive Council FEC meeting at the State House in Abuja 2 weeks to the end of the current administration. The Vice President chaired the meeting on behalf of President Muhammadu Buhari, who is still away in London on medical grounds. The special FEC meeting is expected to deliberate on over 30 memos emanating from various ministries and agencies of government is apparently convened to treat a backlog of pending memos as the administration wraps up this week ahead of the May 29 handover date. In attendance as Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, National Security Advisor, Major General Babagana Monguno, retired, and the Head of Civil Service of the Federation, Folashade Yemi Eson. Others are Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Festus Kiyamo, Ministers of Justice Abubakar Malami, Finance Zainab Ahmed, Interior Rauf Aregbesola, Humanitarian Affairs Saidiya Umar, Communications and Digital Economy Isa Pantemi, amongst others. President Muhammadu Buhari is expected to return to Nigeria on Tuesday to chair Wednesday's council meeting. To the next story, Nigeria's inflation has increased, new reports have shown. The nation's inflation rate increased for the 4th consecutive month to 22.22% in April from the 22.04% recorded in March. This is according to the Commodity Price Index report published on Monday by the National Bureau of Statistics. The April 2023 inflation rate showed an increase of 0.18% points when compared to March 2023 headline inflation rate. Similarly, on a year-on-year basis, the headline inflation rate was 5.40%, points higher compared to the rate recorded in April 2022, which was 16.82%. to the next story as regards business. The Nigeria Employers Consultative Association, NECA, has urged the federal government to suspend the implementation of its proposed tariff increases in the manufacturing sector. In a statement issued in Lagos on Sunday, its Director General Adewale Smart Oyerinde also called for the reversal of the 2023 fiscal policy measures. He advised the government to revert to the 2022 FPM roadmap designed to lapse in 2024. The approved 2023 FPM includes supplementary protection measures for the implementation of the ECOWAS Common External Tariff 2022-2026. It includes increased excise duty on alcoholic beverages, cigarettes, and tobacco products, introduction of excise duty on single-use plastics and imports adjustment tax levy on vehicles of 2,000 cc and above. Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Shamsiya Ahmed, confirmed President Muhammadu Buhari's approval of the 2023 FPM on May 12th. NECA stated, however, that the newly introduced FPM and tariff increases were not only worrisome, but also landmines for businesses in the affected sectors. While we understand government revenue challenges, the proposed increases will spike production costs and reduce the competitiveness of Nigeria manufacturers in local and international market. With recent report of unemployment rate hovering over 40%, the economy will be further hard-pressed to withstand the likely loss of jobs that will follow these increases, NECA said. Moving on to the next story. The Inspector General of Police IGP Usman Alkali Baba has stated that the inauguration of President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu on May 29th cannot be stopped. IGP Baba said this on Monday while cautioning those plotting to disrupt May 29th presidential inauguration. The WHO affirmed that the inauguration date remains sacrosanct, vows that the police will do everything possible to stop those plotting to truncate Nigeria's
a police officer. This was
IG Baba spoke at a press briefing in Abuja, Nigeria's capital.
A police officer.
He warned those who have been issuing public threat directed as instigating actions to frustrate the presidential inauguration ceremony on May 29, 2023, to reconsider their stand as the police would not allow them to actualize their plans. Going on to the next story, coming from Lagos. Seun Kuti, an Afrobeat musician, has been taken into police custody for assaulting a police officer. He surrendered himself to the Lagos State Police Command headquarters in Ikeja earlier today, accompanied by his lawyer and a family representative. The arrest was confirmed in a statement by Benjamin Udein, a spokesperson for the police. Udein explained that Kuti had been detained in accordance with the law and added that an ongoing investigation into the incident would be carried out transparently and professionally. The police assured the general public that justice would be served. The arrest was reportedly ordered by the Inspector General of Police, Usman Alkali Baba, after a video went viral showing Kuti assaulting a police officer in uniform. The Commissioner of Police for Lagos State was instructed to take immediate action.
The Inspector General of Police, Usman Alkali Baba, has ordered the arrest of Afrobeat star Seun Kuti for assaulting a police officer. This was contained in a statement signed by the fourth spokesman, Olumuyiwa Adejobi. Mr. Adejobi said the Inspector General of Police has ordered the Commissioner of Police in Lagos to arrest Afrobeat singer Seun Kuti, who was captured on video assaulting a police officer in uniform. According to him, the incident will also be investigated. The IGP also equally ordered a speedy and full investigation into the remote and immediate cause of the assault and prosecution of the suspect accordingly. He assures Nigerians that acts of contempt, disdain for symbols of authority will not be tolerated, while offenders of such hideous crimes will be surely brought to book.
4 members of staff of Zephyr Microfinance Bank have been arrested after one of them allegedly pushed 50-year-old Vivian Omo, the wife of the debtor, which led to her death. The suspect, whose bank is situated at the Abule Joko Lemode area of the E4 local government area of Ogun State, reportedly went to the house of the debtor and started packing his belongings. The State Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Abimbola Oyemi, confirmed the incident in a statement on Sunday, I beg your pardon. Oyemi explained that the 4 suspects have been arrested by men of the State Police Command. The BPRO said the suspect Badmus Olalikon, Ajibade Oludari, Eniola Aduragbemi, and Femi Oloko were arrested on Wednesday. He said trouble started when the bank staffers visited the home of the deceased to ask for the payment of the loan taken from the bank by the deceased husband, but they were told that the man was not at home. Not satisfied with the woman's explanation about the whereabouts of her husband, the bank staffers decided to pack all the electronics in the house to their office, a step that was resisted by the deceased. While the deceased was struggling with the bank workers, one of them pushed her and she fell down unconsciously. She was then rushed to a hospital for medical attention but was confirmed dead by the doctor on duty. The report was quickly lodged at Agbado Divisional Headquarters by the daughter of the deceased, consequence upon which the DPO Agbado Division, CSP Awoniyi Adekunle, quickly led his detective to the scene where 4 members of the staff of the bank, namely Badmus Olalikon, Ajibade Oludari, Eniola Aduragbemi, and Femi Oloko, were arrested. The corpse has been deposited at the E4 General Hospital morgue for autopsy. The BPRO, however, said the State Commissioner of Police, Olarewaju Oladimeji, has ordered the immediate transfer of the suspects to the Homicide Section of the State Criminal Investigation Department for further investigation. An atmosphere of fear currently reigns in Nasarawa State as 4 communities currently under attack by suspected raiders have cried out for help, saying they were under siege. The affected communities located in Karu local government area of the state are Gwanja, Angwa Begi, Angwa Madaki, and Gidan Allah, dominated by Gwandara, Mada, Yeskwa tribes. This came as the state's government weekend supervised the mass burial of over 38 killed at the wake of the attack. The victims were mostly women and children killed by the suspected herdsmen in Tekalafia and Gwanja rural communities of Karu Council of the state. The state deputy governor, Dr. Emmanuel Akabe, who led government delegation to supervise the mass burial, condemned what he described as senseless killings and wanton destruction of properties estimated at millions of naira. The deputy governor lamented that the mindless killings and destruction, said government was worried about the situation as it pledged to do everything possible to ensure peace reigns in the state. Akabe assured that the state government would provide relief materials to the displaced victims, even as he encouraged the communities to give credible information to the relevant authorities to enable them to fish out those behind the killings. It will be recalled that the pastor in charge of Evangelical Church Winning All Ekwa, Reverend Daniel Dambeki, and others were murdered in the attack last Thursday night and early hours of Friday, May 12th. Chairman Karu Council, James Thomas, who visited the affected communities prior to the mass burial, also condemned the attack. Represented by his deputy, Lawal Karshi, appealed for calm and also vowed to ensure that the perpetrators were arrested and made to face the wrath of the law. From that story from Nasarawa State, we'll go to the foreign within Africa. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Sudan on Sunday condemned in strong terms the attack on worshippers by the Rebel Rapid Support Forces RSF, saying it grossly violated human rights and international law. The condemnation is contained in a statement released in Abuja by Mohammed Abdulbanin, the Sudanese ambassador to Nigeria. The ambassador explained that the terrorist act was followed by the rebel militia's attack on the Al-Musalma church in Omdurman, in continuation of its terrorism breach of armistice, flagrant violation of international law and established societal norms. The rebel rapid support militia forces carried out the attack and another attack this morning, Sunday, May 14, 2023, which is yesterday. It was a treacherous attack on the worshippers of Maggie's church in Al-Masama neighborhood of Omdurman, and they fired indiscriminately at the worshippers, wounding 3 of them with bullets. Going on to end the world news is the sports story. Golden Eagle defender Yahya Lawali is expected to link up with Spanish giant Barcelona in the coming days, information reports. The right back featured in all the Golden Eaglet 4 games at the ongoing 2023 Africa Under-17 Cup of Nations in Algeria. Lawali was named man of the match in Nigeria's opening 2 games against Zambia and Morocco. The 16-year-old was included in the group stage best 11 by the Confederation of African Football, CAF. Information learned that top clubs in Belgium and France were also interested in Lawali, but Barcelona has won the race. The Mehanim FC player can also play as a left back and in midfield. That sports story ends the world news this hour from BGI TV Current. Before we go, some major headlines. Buhari loads Hilda Bassi on new marathon cooking record. Oshibajo presides over special FEC meeting 2 weeks to hand over. Inflation rate rises to 22.22%. NECA kicks against Buhari regime's plot to hike business tariff. Also, May 29th presidential inauguration cannot be stopped, IGP boasts. Lastly, Golden Eaglet defender set to join Barcelona. For more updates of our broadcast on YouTube, our handle is BGI TV Current. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access our broadcast. On Facebook, Bagide Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. For advertisement of goods and services, coverage of events and functions, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen for advert placement only. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Pabila Lawal. Good evening and have a wonderful, blessed evening and week ahead.